Hi, I'm Nancy Smith, Executive Director with Interval House of Hamilton. For years we've been hearing stories from women when they have been preparing meals and abuse has escalated and violence has occurred in the home because he didn't like what she prepared for dinner, because dinner wasn't ready on time, because there wasn't groceries in the house that he wanted to eat. Excuses to abuse, cause further harm, and instill fear. We have seen women in our shelter shake when they go to make a tea, become frozen and rigid when they're cooking over the stove. When women are experiencing abuse in a home, the kitchen is the most dangerous location.
Hi, I'm Val Sargent, Chair of Mentor Action, a program of Interval House of Hamilton. Through our Mentor Actions Be More in the Bystander program, we've partnered with the Hamilton Bulldogs, McMaster University Athletics, and the Hamilton Ticats. We know male allies are necessary in working towards ending gender-based violence. The inclusion of male allies is pivotal to impact change in our community through raising awareness that influences the next generation while questioning some of the values and beliefs of yesterday and today. We are challenging gender-specific roles.
When children witness abuse, or they live in a home where there's abuse or violence occurring, it can also lead to bullying. At Interval House of Hamilton, today we have with us Val, Chair of Mentor Action, who you've met, and Matt Afnick, the President of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Steve Steos, the President of the Hamilton Bulldogs, along with Chef Ken LeFebour of Nellie James. They're here today to cook dinner for women and children staying in our shelter. This is groundbreaking because of women's experiences around gender-specific roles. So today, we are redefining masculinity and we are reshaping gender-specific roles so that it promotes equality for women and children in our community.
Coach!
How do you want these?
Oh, yes.
Like small, big?
Let's slice for this nice sharp.
This is very important for us in the Hamilton Bulldogs right from the beginning, getting to see all the great work that the Interval House does, and the connection with the Don't Be a Bystander campaign I think has been important. You know, junior hockey, we have players that are aged 16 to 20 years old, and you know, it's a great time to influence them positively you know, on these types of initiatives, and it's been a great partnership and a great relationship, and we couldn't be more proud to be a part of it.
You know, for the Tiger Cats, you know, it's an incredibly important service we think we deliver to the community, which is providing back to the people that support us, and this is a pillar program for us to do that. You know, we're fortunate to have a tremendous platform in this community. Our players, we think, are great ambassadors, and we think we have a great responsibility to support and service our community through that platform. So when we were approached and obviously followed the cue of the leadership of the Bulldogs in getting involved in this great initiative, I can tell you there's few things that our players do in the community that they derive more benefit from than their association with this program.
It's a great cause, you know, and if we can bring some lovely food into the picture and feed people, we know that that makes people happy. When Matt's done, I'm going to ask Matt to just cover the potatoes with some cold water, about an inch over, please, and then put it on the stove, high heat, okay?
My mom is the backbone of our family, and that sort of always has been. She's the strength, and would love to be here. When she does see this, she's going to be upset that she wasn't invited, because she loves to be in the kitchen and make everybody feel good and warm at home. And with my wife, no different. I mean, the strength of the women that I've been blessed to be around is amazing. Again, started with my mom, but my wife and now my daughter, and letting her know that some of the opportunities that are ahead of her and empowering her and building her full of self-esteem and confidence.
You know, I'm fortunate to have, I'd say, 4 women in my life that have dramatically impacted the course of my life. They include both of my grandmothers who immigrated to Hamilton and worked incredibly hard to provide a better life for their family, worked in factories, and really set the example for how you get ahead in life. And that was a natural escalation from my mother, who is to this day the hardest working person I've ever met. And I feel like you know, what work ethic I can bring to my life, professional or otherwise, comes from the inspiration I get from those women. Beyond that, it's my sister, who early on in my life, is a bit older than me, really charted a path to, if you want to accomplish things, you've got to set goals and you've got to be persistent in achieving them, and I always attribute that to my sister. I'm not fortunate enough to have a daughter. I have 2 sons, but my wife is hands down the single largest source of inspiration for me as a female, and the word I use when I think about the most important people in my life is that mentorship and respect, because the respect comes from just seeing how they go about their lives and how that impacts mine.
The kitchen is a big part of a lot of homes. You know, food brings people together, and we all know that food made with love and care, people are very, you know, grateful. And that sharing is so important for all of us, so important for more than us, but everything to bring it just starts and it grows in a positive way.
I'm just impressed with how good Steve's doing over there. Just kind of feel like he's making me look bad.
What are you talking about?
You're looking great.
I'm the grunt worker. You're the brains behind it.
Yeah. Steve and I get a gig in back of house in your kitchen. We take direction well.
Yeah, we do.
Part-time work?
We take direction well.
We're coachable. Both of us are
very
coachable.
Very coachable. You know, it comes down to your compass of your belief system, and to me, respect for women is you know, atop that list of it comes second nature. I think positive influences in your life create that level of respect, and to me, it's a subconscious decision, and that's just how you treat people, and that's an important thing that kind of goes around in life. That the importance of how you treat people, I believe, is at the root of what you are in your morality, and women and men are no different in that regard.
My mom taught me about respect with everyone, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you are, whether it's our bus driver or some of the people that work at our rink, or it's other managers or coaches in the league. We've been taught respect. That comes from my mom for sure, and that's something that we take a lot of pride in.
And I'll just add to that, Steve made a good point about with the players. You know, I think coaches can have such a great influence on players in this regard with regards to respect, and I certainly know from a Tiger Cat perspective that's something that we preach, and Coach O and everyone on our staff preaches about the need to treat people and especially women with respect, and that's at the core of our culture in our locker room, and there's no one our players respect more than our coaches, and to hear that message coming down from them is hugely important as well. I don't think there's anything in our community that better represents people respecting each other, people of different backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs. There's really no other place in society where they come together en masse like they do at a sporting event, and that I think is ultimately rooted in respect and having a shared common sense of community that comes together at a Bulldogs game or a Tiger Cat game or a Forge game or whatever it happens to be, and that's kind of the unique, I think, perspective that sports brings to respect.
Yeah, and the partnership just with the Bulldogs and the Tiger Cats is another sort of factor in that as well. Getting together on a lot of community initiatives, but one as important as Mentor Action and the Don't Be a Bystander campaign.
Yeah, it's nice to work with you guys. It's cool. So everything's coming together beautifully.
Oh yeah,
right?
It smells unbelievable.
I'm going to just add some more water to the right. We're working good. Chicken. Someone take a peek on that chicken because I can smell it. It looks,
Go ahead,
it smells
Matty.
delicious.
Yeah.
It smells nice, right?
Oh, it's coming along nicely.
Coming along nice.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. It's the first time, as much as we work on behalf of the women here, that we've actually got to come into their environment and provide a direct service. And I know we're happy to do it. And to be honest with you, it's a pretty fun way to spend a Wednesday morning. So we've enjoyed it.
I think something that Chef Ken touched on about the joy that he has about cooking and creating and feeding, and the joy of sitting down with friends or family, to share a meal, and how special that is. And to be able to provide that in an environment where, we can maybe provide just a little bit of joy, it's been a real pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure working with the guys and the team all to the side over here. We're all working together, trying to make this a nice meal for some good people.
On behalf of Mentor Action and Interval House of Hamilton, I'd like to thank Chef Ken, Matt, and Steve for taking time for your busy schedules for being here today. We appreciate you, and I know the ladies having the meal this evening also appreciate you.
And on behalf of Interval House of Hamilton, I am just so humbled and have really enjoyed you being in our space, creating this delicious meal for women and kids. They say the kitchen is the heart of the home. And you have just opened your hearts to our work and to the women and kids that we work with, so I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
Well done, Matty boy.
Thank you.
Beautiful, man. So we have a basmati rice with dill and garlic, and we're serving it with mild coconut curried chicken and vegetables. And we also did a little vegetarian coconut curried vegetables for the vegetarians. Gluten-free, lactose-free, nut-free. Good show, guys.
Let's do this more often.
Let's do it. And then let's some parsley on top.
Yep.
And stir that in slightly, and it's done. Thai coconut curry chicken.
We actually did this.
You guys did
Proud of us.
great,
We
man.
didn't really do it.
No,
did,
we-
did.
You guys did
Again,
it.
coachable.
Yes.
Coachable. We want all women to know that as men, we take our role in making change that supports women and children's safety.
We are more than bystanders, and this is one act of kindness.
Bon appetit.